What is going on, people? Day number 29 of the 31 Days Half October series, which I'm doing on this channel right now. Almost done. Couple more days, 2 more days to be exact after this one. And the month of October has passed us by. For those of you who haven't checked out my 28 other videos for this month, this is my 31 Days series. Pretty much every day this month I've done some kind of horror movie review. I'm not the only one who's doing something along this line. I'm calling it something different. I'm calling it the 31 Days Half October series. You got people calling it the 31 Days of Halloween, 31 Days of Horror. Some people are doing black and white movies. Some people are doing cult classics. Some people are doing, random movies that they pull out of their collection. Me, I kind of, try to at least stick to independent titles, and I do them in alphabetical order, except towards the end of the month. If you saw my video yesterday, at the end of the month, I run out of letters. So pretty much what I've done the past couple years is then I'll go into my collections. I've done Scream Factory collection the past couple years, which I'll get into. I was going to do that today, but I decided to switch it up a little bit. Yesterday, I did my Dread Presents collection. There's 21 movies in that one. If you haven't seen that or haven't seen any of those movies, check out my video. Didn't go really into depth about every single one. If there's any one in that collection that you want reviewed more, I did like 5 titles out of that for this month. But if there's any one you want reviewed a little bit more in depth, let me know. But if you couldn't tell by the title of this one, for those of you who don't know what Horror Pack is, Horror Pack, I'll get into it if you couldn't tell by the title. This is my Horror Pack exclusive titles. That means Horror Pack put out these movies specifically for the Horror Pack. These are movies that haven't been released before, either on Blu Ray or at all kind of deal. I buy their Blu Ray box. So pretty much what Horror Pack is, it's a monthly subscription service where you can get 4 Blu Rays or 4 DVDs, or if you want to go crazy, you can get both and get 8 movies to, kind of either grow a collection or start a horror movie collection. What they do is in each, for the past 40 weeks, or 40 months, should I say, 40 weeks, 40 months, so the past like 3 years about, they've been putting a horror movie, a Horror Pack exclusive in each box. Like I said, it's a movie that either hasn't been released before on Blu Ray, because like I said, I get the box, or it's just a movie that hasn't had a physical release, so they're pretty much Horror Pack is the release of the movie. So, like I said, I've been doing Horror Pack for the past 4 years, at least, around that. So I have every single title that's been in, is under the Horror Pack exclusive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show them off here. There's 40 of them. So I'm not really going to go into depth for most of them. Some I still have not seen. So I'll let you know what comes on them. Some are just straight up movies. Some come with, behind the scenes and such. It all depends on, I guess what company, or if they do have some kind of special features and stuff, because for those of you who are probably physical movie collectors, you enjoy special features like I do, whether it's commentaries or stuff like that. So I'll let you know which titles are, in it. And then, like I said, I'll let you know what special features are on them, and if I've seen it, I'll give a little brief synopsis. If I haven't, or some of these I watched but kind of forgot about, sounds bad, but let me get into it, because like I said, there's 40 titles. So the first one ever, it was a very interesting take. It's like, it reminded me of like a what do you want to call it, Sin City type deal. It was shot very differently, very interesting, and the movie is called Badass Monster Killer, and that, like I said, is number 1 out of the whole series. So that's the first movie that was ever a Horror Pack exclusive. It comes with behind the scenes montage, a Horror Pack video, audio commentary by Andrew Shearer of Gonzo Griffic, no idea, and then 5.1 surround sound. So pretty much it's a very interesting like film noir taped in like a like what do you want to call it? Like I said, Sin City type feel to it. Very different, really cool. Number 2 out of the whole thing is Gut, and some of them come signed. This one I remember watching. I just don't remember the full out, what it's about. But on this one, it has audio commentary with writer and director Sarah Schufts, audio commentary with writer and director Elias and composer Shavad SB, audio commentary with director of photography Trent Erms, and alternate ending interview with Sarah Schufts, a short film and trailer. So there are plenty of special features on this one as well. Like I said, don't remember this one as much, but it is number 2. Number 3 out of this whole thing, it's Late Night Double Feature. This has, it kind of reminds me of like an old school horror movie, like, what do you want to call it? Like paid programming or whatever, like you would see on your local news station, and that's what it kind of had. But it's a double feature. Really good stuff, I must say. I forgot what the two specials are. It's like a little anthology. It's like two shorts plus a little bit that's going around. This one has a whole bunch. It's got director's audio commentary, actors audio commentary, producers audio commentary. What is this? Cannibals, Self-Mutilation, and Blood Revenge, making of Late Night Double Feature. It's like a 70-minute thing. Storyboard, video of New York City and Toronto premieres, photos and art galleries, and trailers. This one I really did enjoy. Like I said, I forgot what the two shorts are, but it's really fun. And like I said, it's number 3. I'm going to try to pick this up, like I said, because there's a whole bunch. This is Knucklebones. This is like a, I don't want to say like a Ouija game, but these kids, they end up playing this game, and it brings back this like demon, and it's called Knucklebones. And to tell you the truth, it's like a horror comedy kind of deal. I thought it was going to be more of just like a straight up horror, but the sound of this thing, and it's like joking and stuff, almost remind me of like Leprechaun kind of deal, where it's making jokes as it kills you kind of deal. And it does have special features. It's got never before seen making effects featurette, Gotcha SFX, and FX master Robert Short. He worked on Halloween, so that's like a behind the scenes deal. Deleted scenes and Fear House video introduction. So Knucklebones, that's number 4. Number 5 is Cell Count. This is another one that is signed by, I believe, the director, and this one is like a like prison breakout, like zombie type, like another one that isn't like zombies, but almost like the sickness zombies, I guess you want to call it. This one comes with closed caption, the trailer, and behind the scenes photos. So this one, it comes with a little bit of behind the scenes kind of stuff too, and that's Cell Count. This one is Chopping Block. This one is, I believe, one where, let me just look into it, where these people kind of kidnap this girl, or kidnap these people for ransom and stuff like that. And let's just say the people who are doing the kidnapping might not be the best at it. So there's, I don't want to say hijinks and stuff, but there's stuff that happens with it. It's got a gag reel and outtakes, deleted scenes, director's commentary, behind the scenes slideshow, and the official trailer that comes with it. So that's Chopping Block. That's number 6. Move these out of the way. This one is Minutes Past Midnight. It's another anthology film. I believe there are, does it tell you how many? I forget exactly how many there are, but there are a few different shorts in this, and it's the behind the scenes stuff is filmmakers commentary and bonus short films. So I believe, I want to say there's 6, but I don't remember if that's the exact amount. Like I said, some of these I haven't seen since I got them. This is number 7 out of the deal, but if you're in like anthology films, I remember liking that one a lot. This one is Blood of the Tribads. This is number 8 out of the whole deal. This is almost like those like Hammer type films, which is funny. I just picked up a Hammer box set, but it's got that like old school Hammer vampirist kind of deal towards it. A little bit. I have to get into that kind of stuff. I was never into it beforehand, but I'm sure if you're into that kind of Hammer type films, you'll enjoy this one. This one comes with director's commentary, theatrical trailer, The Blood is the Bite, which is the feature documentary on this. So this one's got a packed full of special features as well. This one is The Dark Below. So pretty much this is another one that's signed, if you couldn't tell. This one is pretty much this guy is stalking this girl, and she ends up jumping into frigid water, and pretty much the only thing that's keeping her alive is a little space between the water and the ice, and this guy's on top of her trying to get her, so he's drilling holes and stuff into the ice and such, but she's just kind of keeping herself alive by keeping herself under the ice. I remember finding this one really interesting, and the Blu Ray extras are director's commentary and post-production animatics. So this one's definitely very interesting. I believe I reviewed that for one of my 31 days couple years ago. This one I know I definitely did, and we actually had the director of this on the Dorkening the one time, and that's The Night of Something Strange. This is number 10 out of the series. Pretty much what happens in this one is it's a STD gone bad kind of deal. Like these people get this STD because this one guy decides to have sex with a corpse, and it turns him into this like psychotic zombie type deal, and it just starts spreading between the townspeople. I thought this was really fun. It's got behind the scenes cast cam. It's got gag reel, feature commentary with Jonathan Straighten and Ron Bonk, auditions, trailer gallery, widescreen presentation, and the rest is just the schematics and stuff like that. But this one's definitely fun. Number 10, Night of Something Strange. This one is Killer Pinata. Kind of, talks for itself. Number 11. This one comes with commentary, behind the scenes, deleted scenes, bloopers, and trailers. Let's just say Pinatas have been taking too much, attacks from people, and they come back and get you. So Killer Pinata. And a month after that was Killer Party. I did not open this one because I've already seen it before. Comes with audio commentary, writer, director, producer, and trailers. Let's just say it's a birthday party gone terribly, terribly, terribly wrong. I don't want to get way too deep into it. But this is another one that we've had the director on the Dorkening, and then right after that it got released on the the horror pack, so that was pretty cool. Who did this? Sandy Chukadarian. Again, horrible with names, but the movie's called Psychos. We also had a few people from this movie on, and pretty much it's like a revenge type deal where these three girls, let's just say something happened in their past, and now they're trying to kind of not fix it, but kind of get revenge for it. Psychos. That's number 13 out of the deal. This one is Strange Events. This one I believe is another anthology film, but it's more along the lines of like sci-fi-ish, I guess you want to call it. In a world where monsters, ghosts, and other dreadful creatures are reality, nightmares come true. In the strange events, they will, So this is another anthology film. What does it tell you here? Doesn't look like this one has any special features, but this is another anthology film. That's number 14. Number 15 is The Morningside Monster, which was actually the two guys that run the whole deal, run Horror Pack. Chris Etheridge is one of them, and this was his movie. It's more of a crime, like action drama, I guess you want to call it. It has, a little horror aspect to it, but he put out his own movie, Morningside Monster, which was pretty cool. It's got director, writer, and producer commentary on it, and actor commentary as well. So that's a Morningside Monster. Bitter Feast. This is let's just say one guy kind of takes a food critic's review to heart and pretty much exacts his revenge on the guy. This one has a trailer and making of featurette as well as interviews as well. So don't mess with the guy's food and give bad reviews. Plank Face. We've had a lot of these people on the Dorkening many a times. Alyssa Winkler was on for a couple different movies, but Scott Shermer, we've had him on a few times to talk about his movies. So Plank Face, it's like a crazed family kind of deal. Let's just say they're very crazed and it's just all over the place. Volumes of Blood horror stories. I did Volumes of Blood beforehand in one of my reviews. This is the second. This is more instead of kind of making up their own stories in a, what do you want to call it, in a library. This is another anthology film where it's just shorts about different ghouls and ghosts and monsters and stuff like that. But that's Volumes of Blood horror stories. This is number 19 out of the whole deal. This is Dead Hooker in a Trunk. This was the only movie from the Saska sisters that I did not own before. So once they put it in, the horror pack, I was very excited for it. This is their directorial debut. They've done See No Evil 2. They've done American Mary. They just did the remake of Rabid, which I think in December it's getting a U.S. release. But this one was fun. It's got special features, which is new audio commentary with Jen and Sylvia Saska, behind the scenes featurette, deleted and alternate scenes, and theatrical trailer. This is Psycho Killer. Don't remember watching this one. And let me see. It doesn't look like it has any behind the scenes or anything like that. This one I don't remember watching, to tell you the truth. It's got Malcolm McDowell and Kate Daly in it. But don't remember that one. That was number 20. Number 21 is 420 Massacre. We've had Jamie Bernadette on a few times. Pretty much this is a, I guess you would call it like a high movie. Not like the Evil Bong or anything like that. But these girls, they go on like a trip just to, reconnect and stuff like that. And let's just say a couple of them like to partake in, smoking some weed. And let's just say they end up running into someone or something that they should have had a fun time, but the thing they run into makes it not so fun. So that's 420 Massacre. Like I said, we had Jamie Bernadette on a few times. We had her on a few weeks ago on the Dorkening. This one I still have not opened. The Black Dahlia Haunting. No idea. Like I said, didn't even open this one yet. And this one does not look like it has any special features on it, so couldn't tell you about it. Like I said, any of these that maybe I haven't explained too much or haven't watched and you want to see it or want it reviewed, let me know and I'll definitely go ahead and do it for you. This is Pieces. This is, well-known Spanish horror movie that Horror Pack just put out. Let me see. It's got audio commentary and still gallery. This is pretty much a slasher to the fullest kind of deal where people are getting dismembered all over the place. If you haven't seen Pieces, definitely check that one out. Model Hunger. This one is very interesting. Lynn Lowry's in it and such. And pretty much it's, I don't want to say cannibalistic kind of deal, but it has something to do with, feeding body parts to others. I'll leave it at that. But this one does not look like it has anything. No, it doesn't have anything. It's also got Debbie Rochon in it as well. Deadly Crush. This is like a ghost love story kind of deal. This one was different. It's got commentary by Dakota Askvel, interviews with the cast and crew, trailers of the film, and feature stills. Like I said, ghost story mixed with a love story at the same time. Mexico Barbaro. This one's, I think, one of the, better, exclusives that I remember wanting to see this one a whole bunch. This is another anthology film, but it's more directed towards like the Mexican stories, like Chupacabra and like different Mexican folklore and stuff like that. Really good stuff. I think there's like 6 or 7 shorts in this one. Really did dig it a lot. Eight terrifying films from Mexican directors and stuff like that. This one doesn't have much of anything either, but that's really cool. Mexican Debarro. Against the Night, still haven't seen this one, to tell you the truth. And it does not come with any exclusive, not exclusives, but any behind the scenes kind of deal. But Against the Night, have not checked that one out. Cannibal Holocaust, I'm sure many people have seen it before, but to tell you the truth, I never owned it in any way. So this was, my copy, I guess you want to call it. This was number 28. 29 is 3. Still have not sat down to watch this one. It's also signed. Every once in a while you get some in like a package like this and they got it signed, but still haven't sat down to watch this one. Jack Frost, remember this one from years ago, and then I popped it in and it was still that same old cheese where the one guy is like a killer and he has a accident with chemicals and stuff which turns him into a snowman, which I reviewed for this month's this in the 31 days. It's got exclusive audio commentary with Jay Bond and John Lyle from Bloodbath and Beyond, and original theatrical trailer. This one is Behind the Walls, ghost story type deal. It's got a storyboard featurette, VFX feature, theatrical trailer, teaser trailer, and composing close. So this one is like a ghost type story. Family moves into a house with ghosts and stuff. This one was for President's Day. President's Day is a movie. I remember watching this years ago when pretty much it's a guy dressed up as I believe Abe Lincoln, and he goes and just kills people. This one has blood on the campaign trail, making of President's Day, a blooper reel, audio commentary, original and retro trailers, and President's Day 2, the false trailer. This is She Kills. This one is another like I don't want to say like Hammer film, but it has a little bit of everything in it. It's like all over the place. This one's uncut movie, 3 commentary tracks, behind the scenes footage, and trailers. Very interesting type movie. Like I said, it's all over the place. If I tried to explain it, I wouldn't be able to. Rotten Tail, this one came out for April, from what I remember. This is number 34. Pretty much, it's a guy who experiments too much, gets turned into a rabbit. Not like, what the hell is the Bunny a Killer thing, but this is just a different type deal where, let's just say, a killer bunny starts killing people. This is Vivid. Haven't opened this one yet. Haven't checked it out. It's got a theatrical trailer and still montage. Don't know too much about that one. This is Life Changer. This one's definitely different. Kind of soul. This person's soul just gets transferred from person to person to person, and what happens is the more people this soul, I guess you want to call it, meets, it just transfers from body to body and kind of stays alive. It's definitely different. I wasn't expecting this one a whole lot. It's got commentary with writer and director Jason McConnell, commentary with actress Laura Butler, Jack Finney, Foley, Sam James White. I guess each one has their own, like, I didn't check the special features for this one, but deleted scenes, original score, and trailers, still galleries, and storyboards. Definitely interesting movie for that. Live stream, should I say. I thought this one was really cool. It has like a, what do you want to call it? Friend request, not friend request, what am I looking for? Unfriended or whatever those movies are, where it's like a live stream kind of deal and people come along. Well, let's just say this kid's live streaming video games and such, and then he ends up getting into this one game of like for life. Very interesting, like movie. It's different. It's different than most I've seen. It's got an audio commentary, boundary break, live screen, behind the scenes, clown makeup effect featurette, blooper reel, and trailers. So it's got a whole bunch of stuff on here. Malignant. I haven't seen this one yet, to tell you the truth. It's got a 38-minute documentary called Surgery of the Soul, exclusive interviews with Gary Carnes, and an Academy Award nominee, Golden Globe Brad Dourif, who's from Lord of the Rings and Chucky and all that stuff, and never before behind-the-scenes footage, actors in action, special effects, and more. Haven't seen this one yet. This one I checked out. Really funny anthology film. Got a whole bunch of different ones. I think my favorite out of this whole deal is Lunch Ladies, and that's one of the like behind the scenes. It's got a very important film, Lunch Ladies. So it gives you a little behind the scenes tour on that one, and it's also got a hilarious trailer. This one I really did dig. It's another anthology film. And then the last one that came out this past month, and it's called Hexing. I just opened it up before, so this is one I haven't checked out yet. But yeah, it's definitely some interesting movies out of this whole horror pack collection. Like I said, some of them I've seen, some of them I haven't. But if there's any one that you want, reviewed a little bit more, let me know, and I'll definitely go ahead and do it for you. So hopefully you stuck around for all this. I'm sure some of you have, subscribed to Horror Pack that are watching my videos. If you haven't already, I'll leave the link for for Horror Pack's, different sites and different pages and stuff like that to give you clues into what's coming out for that Horror Pack. So yeah, this was the entire collection, and if you want anything reviewed like more, let me know, and I'll definitely go ahead and do it for you. Check the description for not only the Horror Pack stuff, but for everybody else who's doing the 31 days, their links to their channel, and also all my other social medias. I got a Facebook fan page, Twitter, Instagram, where I show off the movies behind me. Part of the Dorkening, which tonight we are reviewing the people from the movie called Stray. So yeah, it's definitely a long month that I've been doing this, but a fun month. So just check out everything that I've done and everything everybody else has done to maybe watch movies that you've never seen before. So I guess until tomorrow, I'll see you guys.